There's a random SmplTrek update, and it just added a very important feature. Let's take a look, but first, today's patron shoutout goes to Robin HP. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So yeah, here we are in the summer of 2025, and out of nowhere, seemingly, the Sonicware Smptrek just got a firmware update to version 3.2. I want to say the last major firmware update was 2 years ago. It may have been a little less than that, but it has been a minute, and Sonicware has released several new products since this thing got an update at all. So I was very surprised to see this update. And I'll link the firmware update page in the description. There's quite a few bug fixes and features added, but there's two features that I'm really interested in, and one of them, in my opinion, is absolutely massive. And that is the ability to edit sequences without having to stop the sequencer itself. That's something I've been looking for in the SmplTrek pretty much since day one. So admittedly, it's been a while since I've used the SmplTrek. Let's see if we can't load in some tracks here and get some sequences going and mess with those without having to stop the sequencer. So track 1 here, scene 1, we're gonna load in a drum set. Man, I love these pads. Let's go ahead and change the kit. Let's just do the house kit here. Now I could sequence something in, or I could live play. I usually prefer live play, so we'll turn on the metronome. Hey, I remembered that shortcut function plus the right button up here. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, turn off the click. All right, so now we should be able to go to the sequencer page and change functionality here without having to stop the sequence. So let's set it to 15 steps. Whoops, oh God. You have to hold it down, that's right. Now we're at 15 steps. Cool. Set it back to 16. Can change the note timing there. Awesome. That's so cool. We can duplicate it now from here too, so I just set it to 32, just like that. Yeah. Now, I don't think we have to stop the sequencer to add in new tracks, as far as I know. So let's go and add something else here. Let's add an instrument track. I don't want the guitar. Yeah, sure, we'll just play with some 7th chords. Let's go to the sequencer page and change it to 32 steps. Yeah. And let's record. Here we go. Hang on. It didn't go. What the heck? I see the notes there. Okay, did I mess something up? Let's go home. Let's go function and clear both of these clips. Did I do something wrong? Actually, real quick, before we figure this out, let's go over the other change here that I think is a big one. You can now name the track. So the first track, hopefully you can see, is called Drum. The second track is called Instrument, but I want to change it to Piano. How do I change that? We can go into the track, scroll through these. No, it probably will be in the track menu if I hold function, push track 2, tab through the menus. Oh, rename this track right there. Click in knob C. There we go. D-pad? Ah, D-pad. Nice. Yeah, now we can name the tracks for better organization. Looks like we only get 4 characters though, but that's still enough to keep things separated. There we go. Piano. Okay. Home. Yeah, look at that. Piano. Cool. Okay, let's do this again here. We'll go into our drum track sequence. We'll set it to... Actually, we'll do 16, then we'll duplicate it all live. Yeah, we'll turn on the click here. Oh, it's already on. Okay, here we go. Okay, duplicate it. Now it's 32 steps long. Home, piano. Duplicate it, 32 steps. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, okay, that worked. Let's add a bass track. Synth bass. And let's throw it down. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? I went to record again and it didn't work. Are there some bugs here that need to be worked out? Might very well be the case. Let's clear this again and try it. I mean, the whole point is that I shouldn't have to stop the sequencer, so what am I missing? Just for fun, let's go ahead and clear everything else and do it all with the sequencer running again. Okay, here we go. I messed the drums up, that's okay. Okay, down to piano, sequence length, duplicate. Forgot I transposed, so it's okay. Cool. Okay, ignore my terrible playing there. I just want to figure out why this is acting inconsistently. So let's go into a new empty project here. And we'll just do this all from scratch. How about that? There we go. Instrument track, turn on the metronome, start the metronome. And let's start with a bass line, I guess. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Sequence length, we'll set it to 30. Or no, we'll keep it at 16. Here we go. And I've honestly forgotten how to quantize. It's been so long since I've used this. Let's just go try to load in some drums here and throw something down. Okay, it worked though. Can we duplicate it? Yeah, sure. That's cool. Another instrument. Whoop. Sure, why not? 32 steps. There, that worked. We can go function, track 2 for the drums. take the cross stick out. Oh, right here. That's right. Whoop, I did not mean to edit the drum kit. What happens if I just clear it? Okay, so that is working as expected. I'm not sure why it was messing up there in the beginning. Maybe we'll just say user error. Also, I am so sorry for the noise outside. There is a crap load of construction that just came out of nowhere. Literally, they announced it, the city announced it yesterday, and yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, I think this is a huge step in the right direction for the SmplTrek in terms of being able to use it as more of a live device. Obviously, everything I did here was just complete crap. I need to remember how to go into the quantization and do all that. But considering I haven't used this in a good while, I'm actually pretty happy with this update, provided everything is consistent. I like the ability to go in and rename the tracks as well. So name this guitar here, and it's on, whoops. There we go, rename this track. We can just use the D-pad there. Oh, and B just clears it? Yeah. Or, sorry, clears it. Guitar. I think 4 characters is fine, especially when you're on a screen this small. I think that works out just fine. Perhaps my favorite part about the SmplTrek receiving this update out of nowhere, though, is that it means Sonicware has not forgotten about the SmplTrek, which is great because I do really enjoy this thing. I haven't used it in a while, but that's probably because the Ableton Move has taken like 90% of all my electronic music time. And then, of course, I've really been loving the polyend synth and the polyend step lately as well. And I've been getting into the MIDI cake ARP too off camera, and I've been prepping for Freebeat Live. But this gives me reason to return to the SmplTrek and try to maybe do some live stuff with it in the future. I just like that Sonicware hasn't forgotten about this thing. They haven't given up on it. And if you've got a SmplTrek, this is plenty of reason to go grab it, run the update, and see what you think. Also, I didn't say so at the beginning of this video, but this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Sonicware did send me the SmplTrek 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, whenever it came out. Right after it came out, and I have done sponsored content for them in the past on the SmplTrek, but they don't even know I'm making this video, and I had no clue this update was coming out. It was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Anyway, I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.